Hey all, I'm Venus Singh and I welcome you all to the Sugarfit YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about how to help the habit, your guide to stay motivated. Motivation is something we all struggle with at times. We are human after all, but when you lose the motivation for something, how on earth do you go about trying to motivate yourself for the motivation? However, finding the motivation to do things can be a great challenge. According to psychologists, motivation is the desire to act in service of a goal, a driving factor for actions, willingness, and goals. Your motivation could be inspired by outside forces like culture, society, lifestyle, or by yourself. With so many things going on in our lives, it is all too easy to let some things slip. Just a single slip, skipping workout for a day, or smoking just one cigarette, or eating junk food for just one day leads to a broken routine and lost motivation. But there are ways in which you can get back on track, with the key being structure and consistency. Here are some things you can do to build your routine. Number one on my list is to break your goals into micro goals. Achieving one or two small goals is infinitely more rewarding than not completing one big goal. We are destined to fail if we take on more than what we can realistically handle. Instead, focus on taking small baby steps towards mini goals, which in time will help you achieve bigger end goals. For example, if your fitness goal is to walk 10,000 steps in a day, you need to start small and bring a routine for it. Start with just 3,000 steps per day for a week. In the second week, you can gradually increase to up to 5,000 steps a day and so on. If you want to start waking up earlier, say 6 a.m., then your usual routine, which is usually 8 a.m., start by waking up just 10 to 15 minutes earlier than 8 a.m. Thus, you can slowly push back till you eventually start waking up to a bright and early morning at 6 a.m. Focus on one goal at a time. A part of starting small also includes attempting one mini goal at a time. Taking on too much can be exhausting, both physically and mentally. Instead of multitasking, streamline your motivation and focus your time and energy on completing a single project at any given time. When you have too much on your plate, pick the one that's priority number one. If you want to wake up early and start working out, you might want to get yourself first into the habit of waking up early. Once you have that sorted, you can work towards building an early morning routine, which is a planned workout or a planned activity. Lists are your best friends. Making lists of your mini goals is a fantastic way to stay on track and organized. When goals are not defined properly, it becomes really difficult to achieve them, as you can easily forget them. Start by listing down all your goals. It's motivating to see your goals written down in ink rather than having them all saved in your mind. So once you have a list, you can set up a priority for each goal. You can do this by organizing them according to the ones that are most important for you. Having a natural order in which one can only be started once the previous one is completed. Starting with the easiest ones first and then progressing towards the one which is the hardest. For example, here I would say that you can make a list like set an alarm for 6 a.m., then get fresh and drink water as the second step. The third step could be start with 10 minutes of meditation in a day. Make sure you check out each of these options every day. You should plan to the last of the details. Once you have a list of goals in front of you, break down each goal on the list into a list of action items. Anchoring them in this way helps you understand how exactly would you achieve your goal. The key here to specify the time, the pace, the process, and the method. By planning and prepping in advance, you eliminate the multiple steps that may come in the way of accomplishing your goal. For example, if you wish to meditate daily, plan your goal like I will meditate for 10 minutes before I open my laptop. Another example could be, say, if you wish to do yoga daily, then you can plan your goal as I will do yoga for 20 minutes at 7 a.m. every day after having a glass of warm lemon chia seed water. You can go further and make your plan even more detailed if you want. For example, if you wish to start the day with a workout, plan the kind of workout you want to do, keep your clothes and your shoes ready the previous night. A very important step could be tracking your habits. Each time you complete a task, make a deal of crossing it off so that you can see the success you have had. Watching how well you have been doing for the past days or weeks motivates you to keep going and ensures that you don't lose your motivation even for a single day. The longer the streak, the more you will be able to stick to your habit. For example, here what you can do is keep a tracker or a chart or a calendar or say a bullet journal on the wall or anywhere that's in front of you where you can easily see it. On the completion of each day, make a mark on it signifying your achievement and validating the effort that you've been making. There are now several applications available for this purpose. Select any one that's appealing to you and start tracking your progress every day. Even Sugarfit application has a progress tracker on all of your assigned and planned goals and interventions. Something that really helps in making a progress or keeping yourself motivated is to get yourself an accountability buddy. It can be tough to accomplish something alone. A strong support network of friends or family or even an online forum can be really helpful. If you find a friend that has the same goals as you, both of you can join forces and motivate each other very well. Ask a trusted friend or your family member or your spouse or a friend to regularly check up on your progress. If you're joining forces with a buddy who has the same goals as yours, you may even thrive on a certain amount of friendly competition between you both. Sometimes you get stuck in a slump or waning motivation. Okay, you started well with all the best intentions and things have been pretty plain sailing. But you've now started to fall off the wagon and any hint of motivation is slowly wasting away. What can you do at such point? Find ways to reignite your interest and motivation levels by reminding yourself how you felt at the beginning. For example, look for inspiration. A great way to motivate yourself at such a point is to look up for success stories of other individuals in magazines or say blogs or books and newspapers, etc. Another way could be to seek positivity. Practice positive self-talk. Listen to a playlist that cheers you up. Practice having affirmations on day-to-day basis. Eliminate and overcome your distractions. No phones, TV shows, or social media content until you finish the task that you have decided to do for that particular day. Once you accomplish what you set out to, reward yourself with an hour episode of your favorite TV series or any other enjoyable activity. Don't be really hard on yourself. Nobody is perfect and it's time to start believing in this. It's near impossible to be motivated all the time. Understand that even if motivation goes, it will come back again. Plus, failure is a positive thing, as success often requires many failed attempts. So the bottom line here is don't let one cheat meal or one failed attempt from not smoking become many. Slip-ups are normal, but the key here is to not linger on the mistake for more than one day and get back to your goal promptly. So there you go, our complete guide to motivation and my advice on how to remotivate your motivation when all you want to do is to give up.